welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We stand for the national anthem of France.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here. That's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He has found the way through. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Big chance! It's not an especially good pass, that. Robertson. Christie. McGinn. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Digne. Saliba. France are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
It's a pretty loose pass. McGinn. Dembele. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. First quarter of an hour gone. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Koundé. Looking to play him in. He's found a way through.
Oh, really well played.
There's the shot! And it's come back out to him. Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. He's having a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Scotland are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Dembele making good progress. That's a shade optimistic.
Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, super fine. Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Chouameni. Now Saliba. And it's Koundé for Olise. Cherki for Olise. Well, they've got it again. And it's Kanté. Here's Chouameni. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Goes for the shot! Missed by a fraction. McGinn. And it's McTominay. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Just past the 40th minute mark. McTominay. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Christie. McGinn. Adams. And it's Robertson. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Olise. That is good alertness. So, a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're underway for the second half.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance! There it is!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Nicely spread. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Koundé. Ball played for Conte. Cherki. McTominay to McGinn. That's a cute ball. Played out to the left flank. That is good progress on the left. He is through here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it into space.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. McGinn. That's the throw. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Cherki. No, he's not getting past him there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. France are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through. Digne. Tchouaméni. And it's Dembele. And it's Digne. Now, can they get him away? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Turns back here, probably the best option. And they win it back again. Spread to the right. Now it's McTominay. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Can he finish? And the difference is still one, but only just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise. And it's Koundé. Conte. Saliba. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Adams. chance! And no mistake. Do not write them off. Back they come. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Scotland restore parity.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
And it's made its way to him. No, he wasn't going to let him past. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he has been fouled there. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Olise! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
McGinn. There will be a throw-in. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. Into extra time we go. France conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Good ball, good take. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
McGinn. Adams. In towards the back stick. Oh, that's a fine interception. Conte. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Well, that has not gone well. Spread it left. Can he get on the end of this? McLean, Foot in. Threads one in. Olise providing an outlet on that. Cherki!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Changement.
It's a throw-in. Doak. And we're halfway through extra time.
Petite pensée, mesdames et messieurs.
So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 13.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner?
Le numéro 14. Le numéro
They
20.
have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? To McGinn. And it's Tierney.
That's good play from him.
Tierney gets on his bike and on the move. Chouameni played out towards the right wing. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Koundé. Here's Chouameni. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Olise! And he's heaved it away. Koundé. And here's Olise. And it's Koundé. Nice control. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now this could be a chance. Great chance! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And yes, it's him again. France now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
He's being urged to shoot. Tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. France have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
France really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result, and congratulations to them.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We stand for the national anthem of Switzerland. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
He's having a pop! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
It's a promising position. Well timed, excellent interception. And Bolo.
Oh, really well played.
Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's played it in low. Chance for a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Mbappe! Rodriguez getting this one clear. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
France with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Xhaka. He's picked his way through. Plays it in. Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. Goal! Switzerland! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Switzerland have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Lovely feet. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was...
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Switzerland are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's Dembele! It's in! Just 1 in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Le numéro 7.
Just 1 in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Akanji. Now it's Okafor. Now that looks a decent ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the finish! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Après 30 minutes de jeu par le numéro 19.
Switzerland go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And he's found a way. Embolo! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Switzerland visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of...
It's Dembele! Dembele! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal. He's having a shot. And again. And he's stuck it away. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Now it's Mbappe. It's played through for him. It's a goal kick. France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Cherki, Conte, and he's managed to get free. Granit Xhaka, Ricardo Rodriguez, and he can clear it away. And it's Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Delivered low. Conte. That has been slung wide. Zach. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Chers spectateurs, veuillez vous munir de vos billets car nous allons procéder à l'annonce des numéros gagnants de la tombola du jour. Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs comme ils le méritent.
That gets us going once more. 45 minutes to change their fate. Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Mbappe clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Akanji. That's Vargas. Now it's Mbolo. He's looking wide. Koundé producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's cut it out. And here's Doué. Granit Xhaka. Ricardo Rodriguez. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. And that is expertly dealt with. Mbolo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Okafor has found the net here, of course. He's got away. Foot in. That'll be a throw-in. He has found the way through. Chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
So time
19.
for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Mbolo. It's not an especially good pass, that. So we've reached the hour mark. Well, that pass isn't the best. Switzerland choosing to make the first change.
Changement en cours.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Doué. He's through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chouameni. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, there's a probing ball. He is through here. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Dembele picks it up out wide. And that was very necessary. That is Conte. Good read, needed to be. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vargas. Oh, good spread. Drills one in. Cherki closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's been slipped through. Oh, crack. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a good finish. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
France may be down, but not out just yet. Ricardo Rodriguez. And they've got a throw. Threads one in. Upamecano. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, just skips past his man. Granit Xhaka.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's forced to go back. And it's been given away. And he's running through. Oh, he's on. There's the shot. And it's in. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 84 minutes de jeu par le numéro 9.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Chouameni, this is a promising build-up.
Il y aura 4 minutes de
Tries
temps
to pass it
additionnel.
through. That has been slung wide. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here, and he shoots! So that's it. It is all over. France were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
France definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good
Mesdames
evening
et
to you.
messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Un petit garçon nommé Jonathan et qui porte une casquette bleue attend ses parents.
France going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We stand for the national anthem of France. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
So it's down to business here. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this lad, Pau Cubarsí, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is part of the package for any centre-back, but what marks him out is his excellent reading of the game, his confidence to go and get on the ball and link up with people further up the pitch. This guy's outstanding.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Mbappe! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
But pour l'équipe de France.
And that really is so impressive.
Le numéro 10.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pedri opts for safety. Goes looking wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Olise. He's in a great position here.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as...
Oh, shooting chance! That is brilliant from Mikel Oyarzabal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Après 8 minutes de
Well,
jeu.
going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to full...
Yamal, real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. This might spell danger. Picked out brilliantly. Now that looks a decent ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ronaldo. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Llorente. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pedri. Dembele has created one goal already. And it's Llorente. Llorente is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for the run. Llorente. In towards the back stick. Conte. Nicely spread. Great defending, strong and determined. Koundé. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. And that's a good ball. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. Little pass back. And it's Ruiz. Dembele. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? It's Dembele! Off the post! Eric Garcia gets it clear. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
And it's hoisted clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Llorente. Dembele. Mbappe. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Olise with a real chance here.
Yeah, and a heart and mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
Cherki! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they've got their lead back. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Le numéro 24.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And this is Dembele. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Dembele. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. Eric Garcia makes the interception. Llorente. And Yamal. That has been slung wide. Now it's Olise.
3 minutes.
It's a good run down the right. He is through here. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he's there to get it away. Nico Williams. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had it taken off him. So, a temporary halt to the action. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. France leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And we are back underway. Pass somewhat off target.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Yamal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Fabian Ruiz. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Dembele. Dembele. Over to the right flank. And here's Olise. Olise! Too close for comfort. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he can clear it away. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Llorente. Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take. And it's pulled back. Terrific effort! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Eric Garcia spots it and intercepts. Kubasi. Rodri. Now it's Yamal. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. That is good strength. And here's Olise. He's found a way through. And he's had it nicked away. Pedri. Yamal. Tchouaméni. Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's destined for the flank. Looking for options for movement. Oh, sweet feet. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away. And it's Llorente. Fabian Ruiz.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Changement.
Saliba for Olise. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's in on goal. Can he finish?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Chance here to counter. Merino. Pedri. That's a good ball out wide. He has found a way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cherki running with the ball. Always onto this. Pedri. Plays the ball back. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's intervened well there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, good spread. Dani Olmo. That's a throw.
Changement en cours.
It's a quick ball upfield.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Kubasi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Very much into the last knockings.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Space for him to
additionnel.
turn and look. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Oh, nice touch. That's good defending, very good defending. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Cherki picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us